Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of And Yes. And yes, I do believe we're starting to live in a post-expiration date world. Not that the world is post-expiration date, but I mean like what I'm doing. In the sense of, I'm still playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I feel like as is true with pretty much all games, the world has moved past it already. Which I don't really care all that much. I'm going to keep playing it because I'm enjoying myself and I want to see this through. I feel like I owe it to the fans. But yeah, who knows? Who can say? Maybe I'm completely wrong. But I do feel like with all the bad press this game's been getting, it's like neither here nor there. How are you guys doing? Oh, me? Oh, well, thank you for asking. I am fine. Hanging out here yesterday. It's like, I think it's the first year that I wasn't really in touch with anyone at all over this break, since I've lived here. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, right? I don't owe anyone anything and no one owes me anything. So, without further ado, should we play some video games? That's what you're here for, right? It's the face for radio, but the personality for brain dead video games that have more dialogue than I know how to talk. Oh yeah. Let's see, I can fix it by doing that. That usually works. Cool. Same deal with the graveyard last time. I'm gonna leave it for the first little bit. So hopefully anyone watching this on YouTube doesn't get spoiled straight away. If anyone ever ends up watching through the whole series. And we're back with Pokemon Violet. Let's check how the team is doing. I think last time we defeated the electric type gym. Yeah, I think so. And oh yeah, the game crashed last time. That was funny. So yeah, I've just been here. I started another Dark Souls randomizer just for me, just in my free time. Just Dark Souls 1. Because I had so much fun with the first one. Let's see, we got Kier, Kibit's Kid, I forgot about Kibit's Kid, Bingus, Brain, Funny Fellow, and Lawnmower. What does Lawnmower have? White Herb. Put the item away. Okay, what is the White Herb? Yeah, I started another Dark Souls randomizer just in my own time because I had so much fun with the first one, and I figured I wanted to try Dark Souls when I wasn't getting absolutely sloshed, and I could kind of take my own time with it a little more. Maybe is it the Swift Feather? No, it was something else feather. It was White Herb. Store any lowered stat in battle, but only once. Okay. Well, let's keep on keeping on. Where are we going? Well, we could go and do the normal type gym. We talked about doing that. There's a Steel Titan. Well, we could go catch a Pokemon on the other side here. Let's do that. It's a good way to start off the episode. Maybe we could do a Flashy Forward remix, or a HSE, or we already did the Kibut remix. Spoon remix would be a good idea as well. I do miss that Dollar. So yeah, that's what I've been doing with a lot of my time, is just playing Dark Souls, and I really, it's like, oh, I wanted to experience it like while not having to drink, but I am drinking as I'm playing it. Not, regimented the same way, but, I really ought to stop, because, I don't know if this is true, but I think alcohol is like a blood thinner. What's up, Kier? How you doing? We are gonna try and catch another Pokemon, assuming that the levels aren't way too high. What the heck is that thing? Well, is it a bug? Is it a bramblin? Okay, so it's like a tumbleweed. Hey, this thing is disgusting, if I can be quite honest. I love it. Just built the children's playhouse for your dog? That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, no, that's really cool. How long have you had your dog, if you don't mind me asking? Rapid spin, eh? Doesn't affect fingers. Get in the ball. Is it a grass bug type? Is it just grass type? Just straight up grass? Five months? That's awesome. What kind of breed, if you don't mind me asking? I think dogs are really cool. Who doesn't, to be quite honest? Grass ghost. It loathes getting wet. Huh. A bridgeback. I don't actually know what kind of dog that is. Let me look that up quickly. Oh, dude. These kind of dogs are really, really cute. Oh, man. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I like that. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. That's the kind of dog that just, like, they're so, photogenic, they usually end up on the, on, like the dog food, boxes. Let me check something very, very quickly, though. Okay. Let's name this guy, since it's grass type. And also ghost type, which is kind of fitting since it's Spoonier. For Spoon Jr. Maybe it would be better with a U, but oh well. Because it's a ghost type and it's grass type, so this is the dead Dolliv carcass that canonically has become new Spoon. I'm gonna put Spoonier on my party because Funny Fellow isn't really doing anything, to be quite honest. Although it does have some fighting type moves, which could be helpful for the... And also we already have two ghost types. But... Nah, I think it'd be good to get Spoon back on the team. Cool. Let's do that, and then we can, what is this? Oh, it's just a rock. Hello. Hey, do you want to buy this? Not really. What is that? Oh, it's that guy. Go. Go. Oh no. Well, anyway. Ah. Then who do we want to send against this guy? Oh, probably even Spoonier might be a good idea. Oh, what level? What, aren't you like a ground type? Okay, so yeah, not much new with me. What the? Do the thing. Why did it not want to go out to fight? Go. Go. There it is. Okay, don't. Where are you? Okay. What the? Is this like the strongest Pokemon in the world? Who's gonna beat this guy? Go. Ghost Dog. Check that out. Let's fight. Steel type. Oh, I thought it was ground type. It's my bad. Okay, so it's steel type. Oh yeah, because it evolves into like a copper Pokemon, right? I can't remember. But good times. Oh, the pig. Yucky. Mudshot. Stinky. I'm already quite slow, I think. So. Oink along. What's going on? Dig. Oh wait, but this Pokemon is... Never mind. It's faster, so we're just gonna take the hit. Oh, come on, man. Alright, but then check this out. It's gonna dig again, but we dig first. Oh, no! Which means if it digs next time, then... Stinky. What a nightmare. Wait, what? What the heck is going on? I can't see anything. Where's my Pokemon? Okay. Visual glitch, yeah, I think so. Damn. Annoying. A dig stall out. Just gotta take this hit. And then hopefully outspeed and sing. Yeah, thank you. Alright, and now we just kill it. So Kier, what's new with you? I don't have much to offer, except I mean this usual headspace of I had a bit too much to drink last night. But wait, what's it sending in? I wasn't reading. Oh, I'll just put Bingus in, which obviously turns my brain into mush. And then oh, it's another one of these guys. Final week of school, marching practice for graduation. It's awesome. Best of luck. What instrument do you play? If you don't mind my asking. Also, is ice good or bad against ground? Isn't it like good? Boost the Pokemon's attack stat if Tailwind takes effect or if the Pokemon is hit by a wind move. Pokemon also takes no damage from wind moves. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Oh, I said, do you play any instruments? Oh, your sister's asking what you want for Christmas? Yeah. Yeah, it's always a tough question. I don't know. Honestly, I'll probably just be here for Christmas. I'll be streaming. Right. Say to your sister, you know what I want for Christmas? I want an and yes stream. Wow. Gladly oblige. No, I'm just kidding. I think everyone on Christmas, if they have the opportunity to do so, should spend time with their family. You know, and assuming that they, you know, get on with their family. You got a high grade in your music class by slapping your leg? That's a real knee slapper. Sexy, sweet, yummy. Wait, are these two different areas? It is two different areas. Okay, so let's catch a Pokemon here as well. If there are any. This is where I put my Pokemon. If I had any. Look. Yo, and then yes. So somewhere in one of the mines that's around here, we should find the Steel Titan. Rumor has it the thing's staggeringly huge and real long. You think a Pokemon like that would be easy to spot? I wonder how it stays hidden. I wonder if it's the, in that case, riding that Pokemon might help you to catch it. I wonder if it's the Steel type that's really long. Like Phalanx, I think is what it's called. Phalanx? How do I decide what I want for Christmas? I like... usually don't, really. Phalanx isn't a Steel type? I thought it was. It looks like a Steel type. Wait, I should be able to check the Pokedex. What type is it? Is it Bug type? It's Fighting type, I know, but I thought it was like Fighting Steel. Pure Fighting. Wow. They didn't think to give that one a an evolution that has Steel type. Well, it looks very Steel type. Whoa! Alright, well, I guess you're the catch for this route. They're gone. It was a ghost. Well, I guess I don't really like that Pokemon. I'd rather not have an encounter than have that one, to be quite honest. That's just me, but... Remember the streamer arc of this city? When we had to be a streamer? And then I was like... Now I just feel bad about myself because all the cringy stuff that this person is doing is like exactly what I do every single day. It was pretty awesome. It was a moment of real self-reflection. I loved it. I want a TM maid. I want a fairy type. Charm, but I want a good fairy type. Disarming voice. Power 40. Yeah, it's not that good, is it? Stored power. Yeah. So many psychic stuff. Oh well. Snorl. Nope. Thanks for being a useless TM machine. There are too many TMs in Pokemon. I think each Pokemon, like, I think there should only be a total of like 10 moves. You looked up best gifts for a 17-year-old, and Bloodborne was one of the top 10. If that's your steez, then hell yeah. Also, I think, you know, maybe some advice would be, don't be afraid to be like, hey, like, I don't really know what I want. Like, is there anything you've been thinking that I like, or like, you know, stuff along that line. I think sort of being honest about, you know, what you want and not knowing that you want anything usually is, at least in my opinion, something that works out pretty well. Hey, it's the rock guy. So the best gifts for, I assume, you know, like anywhere 17 to 20 years old is all just gaming stuff. That's crazy. What about the those magnet beads? You know, the beads where you like you build like towers out of them, or like or what about magnetic sand? Magnetic sand is pretty cool. by, you could get a sick Lego set. Uh-oh. Ice is bad against steel, if I recall correctly. Are we supposed to go into this cave? Maybe. What about Fortnite Monopoly board? It's a real thing, believe it or not. Back when I was in college, we had one. Don't actually take my advice on that. It's actually like really bad. It's like not even proper Monopoly. It's like very disappointing. I was very disappointed playing Fortnite Monopoly. Because we thought it would be funny, but it wasn't. We thought it would be funny, but like it would just be like Monopoly, but it's like, you know, instead of like you know, whatever, Wallaby Way, it's like it's you know, like Tipsy Tower or Tomato Town, like, but then it wasn't. So. Want to help my newly evolved Pokemon with some target practice? This guy's quite rude, if you ask me. Gyarados. Yikes. I think that I just... Wait, do you Terrestrialize? You Terrestrialize Ghost type. That's right. I think it should be fine. Yeah, the level difference is massive, so I think it's going to be okay. But, our team quite heavily favors Ghost type at the moment. We have 3 Ghost types. I'm just glad we got, Spoon back. Yeah. I think that Gyarados is... I mean, it's just like a very good attacker. It's got Waterfall. Honestly, probably... the Brain is like a safe choice because it's quite a defensive tank, and I doubt that Gyarados is going to have anything that can come against it, like fighting types or anything. Whereas if I sent in Kiboot's Kid, then there's the potential for, you know, for some like nasty. You're out of here for a bit. Well, nice to see you, Kier. And enjoy your time, and I will see you soon. Ice Fang. Oh, cool. My Pokemon's so newly evolved, it doesn't know how to battle. More like you don't know how to battle. You scrub. I kind of like this area with the scaffolding, and I really like this Tumbleweed Pokemon. It's kind of funny. I reckon. Yeah, might not be a good idea to, or it might not be a bad idea to just do a bit of a... Whoa. What'd you try and fight? Didn't tell you to fight that one. Right. Well, never mind. I think it was a bad idea. Kiboot's Kid, you're back on top. Brown. Do I jump in this hole? Oh, you don't have to jump in. You just walk down. beat up all of these guys. The Voltorb next. Wait, come back. You're gonna get hurt. Do it, Spoon Jr. Heck yeah. Did it. I'm proud of you. Oh, Spoon. Welcome. A new Spoon did indeed just drop. Check this guy out. It's Spoonier. It was a grass type and a ghost type, so I kind of thought it fitting, since you were a grass type and a normal type and then you died, that this is your, like, the carcass of you that became a new Pokemon, which is a ghost. You're back. Isn't it great? It kind of looks like fingers. It's kind of a scary looking Pokemon. It's a tumbleweed, exactly. But also it's a ghost. And I've gotten into the habit of doing like auto battling because it's just a really quick way to level up your Pokemon. And to not have too much trouble with, or trouble and strife with sort of oh, how am I gonna like level up fast enough to make sure that, you know, this isn't like a 100-part series. Oh boy. I feel like I should put you at the front because nothing really is bad against, or you're not really bad against anything. Oh, what's this? It's a little guy. Ooh, get this guy. What? Whoa, 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 whoa! Alright, well, we're fighting this little bird. Spoon, how have you been? It's nice to see you in chat. Oof. I have been, yeah, you know, here. I've been here. I've been, hungover. And there have been times where I've been not hungover. You know how it goes. Steel type Pokemon. What the? It's the car! I bet that evolves into the car, doesn't it? There's a car Pokemon, Spoon, that we fought. And it was awesome, and I was like, I love it. Varoom. Yeah, I bet it's a fire steel type. Or maybe just a steel type. Man, that's a cool Pokemon. Because it's just a car. Like, they've really gone full absurdism. Oliver the Worker. Nice. Varoom. What if that's like the pseudo-legendary of this generation? It's just a car. Also, our Bingus evolved. Check it out, it's Bingus. Big Bingus. That was easy. Can you beat this guy, or is it just steel type? Okay. Well, these are like ground and rock types. You don't want to be fighting those Spoon. Spoon, Bingus. Embarrassing. I confused two Pokemon. Run. You should crush that one. Oh, Spoon here. What about you, Kier? Do you want to crush that one? Nice. Hello. Oh, it's a Diglett. I'm out of here. What? Oh, didn't do that much. Speed fell. Alright. But it failed. One more run attempt and then I'll swap and kill it. Cool. Didn't even see you there, bud. A great ball. Kier should not be at the front now then, thinking about it. Because pretty much everything here is good against Kier. Kibbutz Kid, why don't you do it? And then get the bird. Yeah, get that too. And then that. What's that? Oh, it's a Meowth? There are Meowth everywhere. Oh, what? I didn't realize you got worn out. Sorry, bud. Oops. Keep doing that. Alright. Gosh, it was amazing. Want to know what it was? Sure. If you paid me $1 million, you can tell me what was so good that you saw. You can't pay $1 million? Oh, sorry. Well then, go away. Forever. I don't make the rules, but it's just... No. Mm-mm. It's not good. It's not very effective, right? Oh, nice. Well, oh yeah, it's like, this Pokemon is super evasive when in the snow. Yeah, that's awesome, actually. I should give them like a snow move where they can set up the snow. Hey, it's a Growlithe. Cute. You saw an amazing Pokemon. Okay, that's cool. I bet you did. Damp Rock. Where am I going? Just kind of running through the mountain desert. You're dead. You are already dead. Meow. This Pokemon is so cute, dude. I love Kibbutz Kid. Where am I going? What the? What's over here? Oh, it's another like town. Oh, and like we're like right near where the Titan is supposed to be. Okay, so we'll go there. It should be actually like right off this way. We'll just for safety's sake. And then you go to the front because it's a steel type. Alright, what is it? Oh, we're gonna have to catch it, right? That was what the guy was saying. Is that it? I'm not sure I quite understand what I'm looking at. Is it steel ground? Because that could be a nightmare. Kind of just looks like a polytoad. Well, I say we just go for it, right? We don't really have anything good against steel or ground. Well, steel and ground. We have Bingus who's good against steel. And then I guess Lawnmower would be good against steel ground, assuming Lawnmower doesn't die straight away. I think we do want to actually do that. No, not that. That. Because Sturdy is a useful ability. Alright, let's get him. Do we have to just bonk him? Whoa, I actually kind of like the design of this thing. It's cute. Oh. Oh. Wait, is it maybe like bug type? Orthworm, the lurking steel titan. Let's try a torch song. Okay, yeah, so I think it is steel bug. I kind of like it. Orthworm. It's like an earthworm, you know? I could go for a steel bug type on the team. Why not? Whoa, spooky. I kind of like this one. Very claustrophobic. Oh, it's a fog wall. Dark Souls. Boom. Boom. Where to? Where to? Alright, now Prince Charming comes to help us. Oh! Ogre. And then it eats the yummy, delicious food. And then yes, you managed to pin down the Titan. And that's the lurking steel Titan. It's, well, it sure is long. I think our little friend here might be feistier now, even after eating those herbs. You're gonna need to do this together, and yes. There have been, like, no other double battles in this game. Kind of crazy. It's only these Titan sections do we do double battles. Toad School? What is that? Is that like a new tentacle? Victory's going to taste so good seasoned by my Toad School. Nice. Now take it out. Toad School was wrecked. Oh, really? That's how you're playing it? Confusion strats? Well, GG. Orthworm. I don't know, I like its design. I actually think it's really cool. If I find one, I'll try and catch it. What's the little thing that's sitting on the end of, like, the nose? Is that a another sentient creature? It kind of looks like it, given the way it's moving. Hey. Kira wants to learn the move Stealth Rock. Sure, why not? Trap bat damages opposing Pokemon that switch into battle. I don't think we have a use for Headbutt, really. Skipping over learning Stealth Rock for now. Okay, then let's do that. If that's your advice, Kier. Oh? Kier's evolving again? Into a bigger Minecraft house? A new Minecraft update just dropped, guys. What the heck? Garganacle. Garganacle. That thing's cool. It's very big. Many Pokemon gather around it, hoping to lick at its mineral-rich salt. Well, cool. Hammer Arm. Sounds good to me. Lowers the user's speed stat. That's fine. What do you think? Iron Defense and learn Hammer Arm. Yeah, I mean, we have a, like, killer defense already. Yeah, let's do it. Ta-da! Alright, now let's get like a half-hour long cutscene just about how you want to make a sandwich to save your dog. I actually do like the dog arc. It's not too bad. We did it, Adenius. Way to go, little buddy. Did you get a good look at its face, though? I didn't expect a type to be such a little cutie. Actually, I agree. For once. But if we go in here, we'll find more of that Mystica before. Let's go find it before that thing can regroup. It shrunk. We killed it. Foolishness. Foolishness. So what, I've done 4 gyms, 3 Titans, 1 Team Starbase. Yeah, it's about midway through. A little less, maybe. Well, there's still like the Elite Four and everything, so. And I'm sure all of the other sort of routes will have their own conclusion too, so. Herba Mystica. Cool, cool. Salty. Another successful search. We're on a roll. We must be butter, because we're on a roll. Helps with aching hands and feet. Good for neuropathy and numbness. When you got muscle weakness, it supposedly builds up strength again. This will definitely help my boss feel better. Come on, Andan. Yes, let's get some food going. I'm just using my normal voice because it's basically the same dialogue that we've seen before. And then our dinosaur is going to want some. Special Titan badge. Great! So salty. Maybe I should do the Earth one. But the Earth one kind of scares me. Because I'm bad against Earth type. Ground type. Made extra for that brute of yours. Sure. Oh yeah, bomb fuel today. It's just water. Cool. Coming up, Mr. Stiff. My boss Stiff. Got some for you too, bud. Oh. Oh, is he gonna be able to stand now? That's it. Small bites, small bites. Big bite. Wow! There, then we'll be able to jump higher now. Come on, at least bother to taste it before swallowing it right down, would you? Yeah. Take another look at this. Always a Titan Pokemon. It's not like big old Pokemon just happen to like these herbs. Well, yeah, what if your Mabalstiff becomes a Titan? Come with your sandwich. Oh. Rough. Rough! You heard that right. And then, yes, Mabalstiff is woofed, right? What if I said no? That's the most cursed option, the most fucked up option that a Pokemon game has ever given us. Is the option to say no. To gaslight this poor young guy who just wants to help his dog. Horrible. Who's my best bud, huh? You're the best of boys, you are. It's been so long since I've heard that woof. Mabalstiff is definitely getting better. Ever since I teamed up with you, good things keep happening. We've still got 2 more herbs to go. Hope you'll stick it out until we're done. I could level up Spoonier and then go fight the Earth Titan. Might not be a bad idea. Bertoto 2. Oh look, your guy's better. Hey, Professor Charo. I detected the Miriodon has regained more of its original power. While you're riding on it, it seems you can jump higher if you press and hold the B button. Okay. Please continue to take good care of Miriodon. Whoa, that's quite high. The tumbleweeds. The fighting Pokemon. Alright, so where to now? Can you beat one of these guys? No, probably not. Get him. Well, this truly is the Pokemon of all time. This is Pokemon. This is battling. This is when I fight with my Pokemon. This is what I see. Yeah, when I play with my Pokemon, I typically am the best at Pokemon. I'm losing my mind. Kill it. Thank you. What is this? If it's flying type, oh, it's done. What the? It's all the way down there. Ew. Oh, it's the guy! It's gone now. Cool. I can't catch him because I already caught something on this route, but I just wanted to kill him, I guess. I like the way that it looks. I wonder if it evolves into something cool. Hey. We and we. and we. I feel like my commentary is just running so dry these last few episodes. Or maybe not these last few episodes, but these last few minutes definitely. Hey, there he is. It's the boy. Me just going we every time I jump. And you think it's because I'm saying like we, but maybe it's because I'm saying we as in like yes in French. Or maybe you think it's because I'm saying yes in French, but really it's because I'm saying we, like I'm jumping. No one will ever know. Where are we going? So far to the next Pokemon Center. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I actually wonder. Because it's ghost type, right? And ghost type is really good against fighting. Easy. Is this a new area? No. Unfortunately not. Otherwise I would catch one of those worms. Alright, I just want to zoom over. Huh. Crushing it. And then Kibbutz Kid. Come on, let's have a battle of luck. Doesn't sound like very fun when I'm playing for keeps and you're just an NPC. Killer smile though. Impotent. Fairy type, I think, right? Metronome. Oh, so you're just gonna use metronome over and over again. I see. Special defense rose. Oh well. That was fun. Try again next year. Sorry, buddy. You actually have to be good at Pokemon to come and challenge me. Luck has nothing to do with it. It's Uzumaki by Junji Ito. Oh, it's the car guy. Carvana. Whoa, and then there's a big Junji Ito Uzumaki on the map. Is there like a rare Pokemon down there or something? I wonder. Whoa. It's another Brambling. Bullet Seed? Oh no, that's so bad. Wow, I'm really quite worried. The thing I'm most worried about is how long it takes for this animation to finish. The Brambling's going infinite. There's nothing here? Maybe this is like later? I don't know, it seems important. I could go down for that, but it's just gonna be like a potion. And then I'm gonna be like, oh, I have to climb all the way back up again. There's a Pokemon Center there the whole time? Alright, well, here we are. A new zone. Zap, 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 zap. I would have to look at that again. I wasn't really paying attention, but I saw that it was zap something. Okay, I will. Let's go do the crystal cave fight. Unless the Pokemon's late, in which case we won't do it. I know what that is. It's the ghost snow Pokemon. Do you miss the reckless life? Maybe I'm asking myself. You guys heard that? Is the new Frankie Cosmo stuff? Oh man, is it good. Don't know why I chose you. Actually, this is quite well. Oh no, because it's just ghost type at the moment. So actually using ice type moves against it isn't bad. Man, look at that. Yeah, now get out of here. Get out of here. I'm not afraid of you anymore. Boom. I don't catch these. They're not real. Not in the Nuzlocke, at least. It is a cool Pokemon, though. I like Snorunt. And it evolves into either Glalie or the bowling ball guy. Oh, goodbye forever. Yo, what's up, my friend? What is that? Oh, it's a Torkoal. What are you? Huh. Oh, cool. Gothita. Alright, is there anything here? Is this like, is there a gym here, or is this like just a town? I'm trying to think. I feel like I could take on the normal type gym, especially with Kier, assuming they don't have. Well, actually, Kier has like fighting moves. So yeah, I think Kier's like, you know, one, resists normal type moves, and two, has moves that can do a lot of damage to these fighting types, these so-called normal types. So-called normal types, in quotes. Because we all know they're not really normal types. It's exceptional. Alright, it's a mountain pass. Alright, let's catch something. What is this? Oh. Well, you are what I'm catching then, I guess. Scovillain. You look like a dragon type. I'm worried that Avalanche would kill you. Let's see what you do. I'm also worried that you're a fire type. I will use Avalanche. Oh, are you a grass type? Grass types aren't known for being robust, so... Okay. Yeah, we can do another one of those. But let's see. Okay. Interesting Pokemon. Three times, huh? A crit, right? Not even? What the heck? Okay, well. That's that. Mega Drain, sure. Rapid spin, bullet seed, infestation, hex. Honestly, I'm not sure about infestation. What do you think? No. Actually, like rapid spin. Yeah, let's get rid of infestation. Cool. Wait, I haven't been here before, have I? What is this? Oh, that was an Axew? Is this also an Axew? It is an Axew. Okay. Beat up your brethren, I guess. Yeah. Betray your brothers. Oh, you can beat up a little. They don't do anything. And then let me give you a quick heal. And then go beat up all these guys. They're all grass type. Nice. Nice. I'm bummed that we squandered our encounter, especially since the Pokemon looked kind of cool, but... oh well. Snow Run. If you say so. I'm sure we'll get another encounter soon. Dumadali. Let's try it that way. More Flittles? What's this? Oh, it's an iron type, or steel type. It's not super good for Kiboot's kid. You beat up a Scovillain. Okay. Run out of auto heal items. Well then, let's go get some more. I feel like I lost almost lost Pokemon. What are these? Oh, Ghastlies. I almost lost Pokemon just due to carelessness. Because I wasn't... oh, is that a Cubchoo? Oh. Yeah, I wasn't really like paying that much attention. Oh. And wasn't buying healing items and then just couldn't heal any longer. I'd like to buy Hyper Potions. Oh. Let's get 15. And then 25. And honestly some potions as well, I think, because just for healing up our buddies like a small amount. I think that's helpful. Like when, you know, they've taken like 40 damage in a battle. Okay, just heal them up quickly. Alright, Kiboot's kid. Beat up this guy. The musician. I assume. The Rhyme, the world-famous rapper, is having a concert at Montenevera. I assume you want to go. Let's go. I don't think the ice and poison or electric really have an interaction, so let's just avalanche. Is that attack down? Defense. No, I don't think that's enough. Let's put Kieran. Let's see the new Kier. How they do. My Minecraft house. Swagger. Is that the confusion one? Yeah. Salt Kier. Do you have any attacking moves, or do you just confuse? Oh no, Kier. Oh dear. Hey, there's a guy watching our battle. Wow. Kier's pretty good. Ba-da-ba-dum. I do think if we go back and do the normal type gym, it'll be a Kier sweep. Why did Avalanche kill? Is it because I used it in successive turns? Isn't that, if you use Avalanche twice, like one turn to the next, it doubles in power? I should have kept an eye on that. I'm talking about when I was fighting the two-headed beast. Grass dragon, maybe? Who knows? What the, I can't see anything. What kind of design choice is this? Do we want to go to the mountain pass or to the other place? Poison. There's a passage. Where does this take us? Oh, to the normal type gym. Oh yeah, because there's that mountain passage. And then there's up this way. And all the Pokemon were kind of tough. Well, no, actually I didn't even go up this way. I went up this way. Which was where I caught my buddy. Let's go to Medley. And then we can fly to the normal type gym. Oh, hello. Oh, haven't you heard that my guy is really strong when it's snowing? Probably should have used Avalanche. What is that? Is that a Pokemon? Is that a Snom? I don't know. I don't know what it is. That's the upgrade of Flittle, I believe. Hello. It's gotta be a flying type, right? Psychic flying? No, it's not a it's not a flying type. Interesting. Let's Terrestrialize because I don't really want to mess around in this fight. Because I don't know what this Pokemon's deal is. Is it pure Psychic? Like Flittle? Is it Psychic something? Okay, not too bad. And then, yeah, just Smackdown maybe. What's that? What's the difference between rock and ground type? Are people in the Pokemon community ready to have this conversation yet? They're pretty much the same. At least they're the same in my mind. Whenever I'm going up against a rock or an ice type or whatever, or a rock or a ground type, I'm like, it's the same. Water or grass is good against them. Electricity is bad against them. Fire is bad against them. All the other ones are whatever. Evolve my puppy. Look, Lawnmower, it's you. Orf, orf, orf. Houndstone. Are you good now? A lovingly mourned Pokemon was reborn as Houndstone and doesn't like anyone touching the protuberance above his head. If rock and ground are the same, then why should grass and ground be different? I agree with you. I think there should be like 3 types in Pokemon. It should be fire, water, and grass. Last respects. This is it's kind of dark. The user attacks to avenge its allies. The more defeated allies there are in the user party, the greater this move's power. Oh, I can't because it's a Nuzlocke. It's an interesting idea though. Yeah, it's too Pokemon's too complicated, I think. Just make it easy, and I'll. No, I'm kidding. That is, for the most part, a joke. I think the difference between ground type and grass type is that, like, you know, grass is more versatile with ground compared to something like rock. What beat you up? Oh, it's a funny fellow. Because think about it, like, I don't know, rocks come from the ground, and I guess so does, so do things like, plants. but you know, plants have like flowers, and trees and bushes and grass and all that good. And then rock is just kind of like, you know, because even in this generation, right, the crystallized thing applies to all Pokemon. Crystals are rocks, but they don't really utilize like the crystals or like, you know, obsidian. Like an obsidian Pokemon would be cool. But instead, every rock type is just like, oh yeah, I'm also a ground type, pretty much. Or like I should be a ground type, partially as well. I kind of like how Kier is just like a house though. Like, you know, that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe what I'm saying is, I think there should be more distinction between ground type and rock type. Not that they should be merged into one type. Because all too often I feel like they just kind of are like, yeah, it's interchangeable. What are you? Oh, I know what you are. And then beat up all these Magnemites. Magnemite screwed. Magneton. Let's get out of here. Let's ride. Alright, what do you think is hanging out in this den? Oh, it's ground type. I'm bad with ground types. I sense a strong orb. Alright, go ahead, Kibitz Kid. Why are you like... You can get them to not attack you if you just go into your menu. Alright, let's fight. Your Pokemon seem really strong. I want to battle them. Okay, fine. Fine. Teo the student. Taurus. This thing kind of scares me, to be honest. I don't really know what it does. Avalanche is not very effective. Is the new Taurus like a fire type? Well, it's weak to flying. Let's see, what is effective? Not grass. Maybe it is fire type. No, because then that would be strong. Is it dark type? It seems to be like dark fire. But then why isn't rock super effective against it? I don't want it to swap in if it's dark fire, because in that case let's just go to here. Because maybe rock is good against fire, but not, like, only defensively, not offensively. Maybe I'm misremembering. Where's that? My attack goes down? My speed. That doesn't matter. Q's really quite a slow Pokemon. Zen Headbutt. Good. I can't tell what type it is. What does this do again? Oh yeah, I'm already super slow, so let's try it out. Raging Bullet. Okay, thank goodness. Boom. Yeah, well, whatever. What can you do? Keep getting cured, my friend. And then he goes. Yeah, like that. And the rock goes, whee! Hey, Spoonier. So I was right. Yeah, I guess. Yay. Is this gonna be a new part of the route? No, it doesn't seem so. Ew. Beat him up, beat him up. Oh no. Jump up. What's the point of having a better jump if you can't even jump up here? There it is. You got a backwards jump. You got a backwards long jump, like in Mario. Hey, it's me, Mario. Oh, hello. I do like this Pokemon. It's quite cute. Shadow Ball. Huh. Did a decent amount of damage. Mean look. Oh, I went purple. I don't like that. Well, it's all well that ends well, I guess. Alright, backwards long jump. Yeah, that works. I think it's because it recognizes... What was that? Oh. Well, I guess I'll never know. I think it's because it recognizes part of the slope as ground, but then when you land, it recognizes the slope as slope and pushes you down. I think it's confusing, but heal me, please. And so when you go up backwards, it doesn't try and be like, oh, you've landed. Since you're going backwards, and it doesn't like autocorrect. I don't know. I'm not a game designer. Don't ask me these questions. Just kidding. I asked myself. Wait, what's this way? I need some items. Wait, where does this way go? To the mountain. Okay, let's go up there. Extra small XP candy. Yeah, do it, get it. What the? What is this Pokemon? Oh, it's an SPL? Umbreon, same thing. Boom. Oh wow, that really didn't do that much damage, did it? Oh well, my avalanche is only getting stronger. I guess it's not getting stronger. Well, I'm gonna run away, because this is not an interesting fight. And Umbreon is kind of like a special attack, like, beast, right? Am I wrong on that? Did you ever make up your own evolution OCs as a kid? I actually didn't. I liked Pokemon as a kid, but I wasn't like a Pokemon kid, if that makes sense. So I never did, but I like to think about like, oh, like, you know, what if they did a new like evolution? What would it be? That was fun for me. I mean, ironically, after going on a rant about, you know, how they're stupid types, but I always thought that like they needed a grass or a ground, or not a grass or a ground or a rock type Eevee. I was like, oh yeah, like a really like sturdy, like defensive Eevee with rock typing. That would be cool. Oh man, where am I going? Did you make up your own evolution OCs? Because I respect it. I think it's cool. And oh, it's a new area. When you say you made them up, did you like draw them? Let me guess, like level 50, 34. It's not too bad. I do like Bronzor, but wait, it's a funny fella? No, go away. Ah, funny fellow. What else have we got? Birds? Oh, it's another dead dog. Bambi? Oh, you're right. Ah! Holy heck, Pokemon jump scare. Sure, let's go for you, since this is a new zone. I don't know what you are. Lichen rock. Rock type? Not very effective? No, it's normal. We got him? I don't even like this Pokemon. Rock Slide. Oh, that's not gonna really do a lot, is it? Oh my god. Rock is not good against rock, right? Yo, go away. I don't know what you are. You beam of light. Spec down. My speed is already low enough. I mean, I could just hammer arm, but I think that would kill me. Alright, and then we'll do the, yeah. This is an extremely vicious temperament, happily sustain injuries for the sake of taking down its opponent. Yeah. You can be. Me. I don't know. I'm not gonna use it. Me! Maybe me with a question mark would have been better, but who knows? Go away, crazy. Okay. Cool. Onwards. Where is this gonna end up? Gym badge ice. Okay. Yeah, let's go there. We have a beefy fire type. Speaking of the beefy fire type, let's do that. And then... Oh no, don't fight those. Like that. And that. And that, the bird. The dilly bird. The funny fellow. The Cupchew. The Kibbutz Kid. Yeah, just get them all. Because you're the one who's going to be leveling up for the gym. Sneasels. Keep going. Oh, are they friends? Everyone's getting so strong. Let's fight the snow runs, but not the haunters and ghastlies. Another dog. We're all leveling up. What joy. Think you can? Oh, nice. Yeah, you can beat that. And I think you can also beat this. Just one fire move if you move first. It's a lot of XP. Yeah, alright, cool. I wonder if this thing evolves. The Cubit's Kid. Because, I don't know. If it does, it evolves at quite a high level, but... No, you're good. Go get him. Snowflakeus. Its name is Cryogonal. Diagonal? Alright, I feel like we might be here a little early, to be honest. I think we might want to, like, go do the normal type gym or something. Hey, what's up, Kier? Welcome back. But now that we're here, we should be able to fly here, right? Or do we have to go to the Pokemon Center? Yeah, I think next thing we do is the normal type gym. And we'll do that, like, now, I think. And then, I don't know, depending on how I'm feeling, probably, I don't know, keep going or end the stream, or we'll see. But I think that's going to be another Kier solo gym. We have actually a lot, I think, now to answer normal type, because we have a lot of ghost type. You ever mowed the lawn with a broken lawnmower? I mowed the lawn once with, hello? With, like an acoustic lawnmower, where it was basically like, you push it and it's this cylinder, like, blades, and as you're pushing it, the blades go around on the wheel, and it kind of mows the lawn. That wasn't very fun. And also it didn't do a very good job of mowing the lawn, so... But, you know, we do what we must. Half of my team is ghost types, I'm just realizing. Oh, ghost type, ghost type. Ghost type is a cool type, so I'm down for it. Keep going. What's up, guys? Destroy the local wildlife. Auto battle is convenient. Because, yeah, it's I was, like, refraining from using it for a while, because I was like, like, it's not fun, like, it's not, you know, like, you should, like, earn it. And then I was like, why would I do that? Why would I, like, purposely make it really, like, long and tedious? Alright, where, is this the normal? It's dark. Okay, cool. Let's do the normal type gym. Why not? Why not? Take a crazy chance? Why not? Do a crazy dance. What is that song? I don't know. I feel like I heard it, like, ages and ages ago. It exists as, like, a distant memory. Like, you know what I bet it was? Is someone sang it once in my presence, and I just sort of like remembered part of it. A normal type gym, good luck. Are normal type gyms usually hard? They're always strong? Do you think I should wait then? Do you think I don't know, I'm in my level 40s. I wonder, what are the people around here? What's their level? I'll do the gym test. And depending on how that goes, you know, if I'm fighting like level 45s during the test, then I'll back out. And we'll go somewhere else. But I do feel pretty well equipped to do a normal type gym, because we have Kier that resists normal moves and has fighting moves. And then we have 3 ghost types, which can't get hit by normal type attacks. Wait, don't get me wrong. I didn't chase you down just to battle you. What'd you say? You want to have a battle? Sure, why not? Go ahead and take the gym? Okay. I thought that Nimona was going to be a good chance to see if we were at the right point to do this, but I guess maybe the gym is a good chance to see if we're at the right point to fight Nimona. Gym leader Larry. That is the name that a normal type gym leader would have. You know, a lot of the other like gym leaders are like crazy names, like Starfallen, like cool guy. That's not actually it. I'm lying. A menu item at the Treasury Eatery, Much Loved Restaurant. Order correctly and you pass. Each challenger has been given a different clue. You'll be given a clue as well. Find them and battle the other challengers. The loser must tell the winner their clue. Determine the secret dish and order it. Okay. Find out how the regulars season their dish. Okay. Gym leader Norman. Yeah, Norman, the normal type gym leader. Too true. And then the fire type gym leaders are always like, Blaze. And then the electric types are like, I'm Spark. And then the dark type gym leaders are like, I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. Ultimate life form. Bow before me. I'm the ultimate life form. And I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. Ha! There's no way you could stand up against I'm Shadow. Yeah, this gym does sound annoying. The challenge is like, oh, you have to like remember and you have to order and blah blah blah. What? Gumshoes. Yippee! Alright, so it's 34. I think we're in a fine spot. I think it means the ace will probably be around 40. Yeah, you evolved. You're a real house now. Minecraft. Helping hand. Helping hand, no. Assault pyramid. Yeah. Greet it. No, that's normal type. Whoops. Normal dark, maybe? I don't know. No, I'm thinking of a different Pokemon. What the? Oh, it's a crit. It only did that much. Yeah, I guess that is what you gotta look out for. Especially when using Hammer Arm. I think Hammer Arm is probably gonna be one that, when we're doing the actual gym challenge, we save that for the last Pokemon that the gym leader is gonna send out, so that we don't drop our speed too low before we're. You took major damage? Not major damage. You kidding me? You took like 20 hit points. Wait, what would you say? What's the clue? Odd one out at the ice cream stand. Okay. Is this the ice cream stand? Is it the ice cream? Which one's the ice cream stand? Alright, well, I gotta go to the restaurant. Is that it? Does speed drop matter if it's a slow tanky Pokemon? No, but Kier was faster than both of those Pokemon. That being said, it might be worth hanging on to a little bit of speed just for like the first potential outspeed if it's like a tanky normal type. Alright. Let's see. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Am I just talking to people? Where's the ice cream stand? What am I should have paid more attention when I was, Alright, so there's an odd one out at the ice cream stand. Okay, it's you. Mint chocolate ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. Is it the teriyaki ice cream? Fizzy pop? Teriyaki? I don't know what is... I don't know what I'm doing. What the heck? Just... I hope that when I finish fighting all of the challengers, that they're just like, oh yeah, like, yeah, you win. How about it? What a sandwich. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I just gotta do something quickly. Yee. Yo, I'm back. Crazy. Crazy. Crazy mac and cheese. Alright, on my minimap, is that showing me where the next guy to fight is? Oh, this is secret dish for... Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Do you want to fight me? Do you want to fight me? Okay. Do you want to fight me? Okay. No one wants to fight me. This is a great gym challenge. Me running over that family with my Pokemon motorcycle. Sweet churros. Okay. I don't think it is. I think you're a liar. Do you check all the ice cream stands? Are they all? Okay, I will check all of the ice cream stands. Yeah, you're right, there were 3. I thought that they were like different food types of stands though, so... anyway, I'll just beat this guy up first. Taking the gym test. Santiago the student. Let's go. Dunsparce. Oh, Dunsparce. Give me memories of the original Kaboot. You only have 1 Pokemon. Yeah, I don't think Kier is like super slow. I think Kier is like kind of like mid-speed. Alright, you gotta tell me the clue. Come on now. Fess up. The Bluebird Pokemon. Bowling ball? Ice cream. Rice balls, grilled rice balls. I'm very curious. Oh, the odd one out. Well, I guess. So this is crepes. This is ice cream. And this is ice cream, but it also has grilled rice balls. Alright, I'm looking for one more person doing the gym test. Yeah, I think it's gotta be the grilled rice balls. Let me in. Whoa. I'm actually surprised I could actually get through there. Battle me. Where's the last train over? Okay, this person. Do you have a clue about the secret dish? Yes, I'd better beat you and learn it. If I lost, would I have to give all 3 clues? I hope not. Well, I mean, if I lose, then the run's over, but... Yeah. Ursaring. See, that's like a somewhat scary, normal type Pokemon. It's your only Pokemon. I do think I can just hammer on. Oh, also, you might want to mind out. Sweet scent, what does that do? Evasiveness points. I wouldn't consider Kier to be particularly evasive to begin with. Oh, nice. Blink. Alright, tell me your clue. A dark spot surrounded by stairs. That's probably this right here. Fire blast. Okay. Blue bird. Who's the blue bird? Who's bowling ball? I think I have to order the teriyaki. Or the rice balls, I mean. Grilled rice balls, fire blast, blue bird Pokemon. What the heck? Way to animate me actually eating the food. Please come again. Okay. Now let's order the special food. Okay, let's do it. Order the secret menu item. Easy. I've already got it, I think. Grilled rice balls, please. Small, I believe. Fire blast style. Medium. Nothing, thanks. Oh, lemon. Because it was garnishing the other one. It is medium? Medium size? Alright, let's try it. One more time. Oh, do I have to do this every time? What a bummer. Grilled rice balls, please. I would like it medium serving. But like a fire blast style. And lemon, please. Is that right? It was lemon on the other one, but I'm wondering. I don't know. Oh. They gave it a little extra, so I think this is it. What happened to all the people sitting there? Did they die? It's over for them. Thanks. Nice call on the medium cure. Okay, we will go and heal, and then we'll do the gym. And then we'll fight Nimona, and then we'll probably call it a day. Whee! Oops. I went too far. Me spamming the A button as fast as I can. Yeah, we got a boost at one point. We're not naturally faster, but we can boost now. Yeah, that's boosted, and that's unboosted. Unboosted is actually like kind of slow in my opinion. I think the dinosaur should naturally move faster. All right, you ready, bud? Give an item to hold, sure. Where are the good items? Where it's like, you know... Is it this one? I thought there were like items that were like, you know... Oh, it's like these, right? Damp rock. Soft sand. Ground type moves. How do I have an ice stone? I don't know if I do have an ice stone. Oh, do I have an ice stone? I don't think... No, I don't. No. I just have a snowball. Alright, well. Oh, what are you holding on? A revive? Really? It's the ghost dog and it's holding a revive. Tragic. Exceptional everyman himself. Gym leader Larry. Okay, let's do it. Oh, is that Larry? I think oh, well, never mind. I love how he seems just like a regular. Hello, I'm Larry. I'm assigned to work as the gym leader of Medali Gym. Good job on making your way through the gym test. And well, maybe try the other dishes on the menu sometime. Everything's good here. Anyway, my boss will dock my pay if I spend too much time chit-chatting. Let's get this battle over with. I like how most of the gym leaders seem to have like other stuff going on. You know, I think I've mentioned this before, but instead of it being like their profession, it's sort of like a hobby. It's like a side thing that they do. Alright, let's do it, Larry. Oh, I hate this thing. This thing's a menace. I just ate, so let's not go too hard. How many Pokemon do you have? 4? 3. I think for each of them, I will set up a Salt Cure. Don't flinch. Maybe Sucker Punch doesn't even flinch. I can't remember. Oh, is that the one where it's like if it only works if you're intending to do a move that attacks? Alright, so this Pokemon is dead next turn if we hit this. Okay. Now who do we got? Dunsparce. An evolution of Dunsparce, really. You're outdoing yourself. It's just a bigger Dunsparce. Almost. Glare, what does that do? Lowers defense? Paralyzes? Wait. Do you think that Kibbutz Kid might evolve some other way? 42 is too high. You might be right. Yeah, I'll see if I can... Yeah, I think an Ice Stone is probably a good bet. The Drill One. Super effective. That's not good. But now, your Dunsparce is dead. It's just a bigger Dunsparce. I can't believe they gave Dunsparce an evolution and it's just like Dunsparce with an extra little body part. Staraptor. Staraptor flying normal. Keep current. No, because it's flying fighting usually, but it's gonna be... It might have a fighting type move. But that's why I think that I'm going to heal. I thought this Staraptor was flying fighting, but he's gonna do the like evolve thing where it becomes a normal type. I'm gonna heal just to make sure that I'm not getting myself into trouble. Because I can't always swap over to... Oh, that's cute. I can always swap over to one of my ghost types, which would probably do better against all of that. Wait, is Larry gonna get like powered up? Show us what you got, Larry. And you too, kid. Well, you heard the good folks. Suppose I can put on a bit more of a show. Terrorize, terrestrialize. I like this guy's personality more than any of the other ones. Because he's just a guy. He's like, yeah, this is literally just like what I do for work. Like, real life isn't all just being true to yourself. Facade. Oh wow, this is interesting. Building a narrative into the moves that he chooses to use. That's kind of fun. Oh, let's hammer arm, because we're paralyzed anyway, so it's not like we're gonna be going through it very quickly. Oi! I mean, Facade isn't doing anything, but I'll heal after this turn, because I would rather be safe than sorry. Yeah, one more. Boing, boing. Yeah. Well, so long, Staraptor. I put my controller down in utter confidence. Okay. That was, I mean, it wasn't, like, super easy, but it was a Kier sweep. I mean, the last, like, 2 or 3 gyms have been Kier sweeps. You certainly threw me for a loop. You're rather strong, aren't you? Enough to bring up my poker face even. I lost, so it means I have to give you your badge, but I'm hungry. Why don't we have a bite? Care to join me for a meal? See, I was right. If it had a fighting move, things would have gone very differently, I agree. That's why I healed right when the Staraptor came in, was because I was worried it had a fighting move. But I mean, Kier has such high defense that that I think it would have survived. I think Kier would have survived one fighting type move. There's no need it. Facade. Move's power is double if the user is poisoned, burned, or paralyzed. Dishes here, they've all got flavor, good flavor on me. Don't worry about the bill. I do earn a salary after all. Kier does have sturdy as well, but that only works if it's from max HP, if I recall correctly. Now I better get back to work. Alright, now we go fight Nimona. Oh, you again. Another gym leader defeated. Well done. I don't remember what voice I gave you, so you're just getting a normal voice. Rika informed me there was an unusual trainer worth keeping an eye on. Seems she meant you. I guessed as much. I had the pleasure of observing your last match. I was impressed by the fantastic skill you showed. You managed to keep your momentum and achieve champion rank. I'll be very interested in inviting you to the Pokemon League, and... And yes, I've got my team all picked out. And I saw you battling the gym leader. You just keep getting better. How good to see you again, Champion Nimona. It certainly has been a while. Oh wait, La Primera? With and yes. With and yes. Why do you call her that? Wait, did I forget to give you the full explanation? Everyone calls Miss Gita La Primera because she's just that. She's the real #1 even higher than us regular champions. There are multiple champions? He's the top champion. It just keeps getting weirder. What? I do indeed hold that claim, alongside my role as chairwoman of the Pokemon League, that is. Thought you were too busy to spend your time checking in on gyms. Not here to inspect the gym. I've come to scout some rather promising young talent. Well, I look away for 1 second, and you're famous, Ananias. But hey, I found Ananias first. You may be La Primera, but you can't go stealing it from me. Haha, I suppose I'll have to get in line. That's right, come on Ananias, time for a battle. Quick, let's go, the battlefield's calling. 1 moment, please. What is it? I'd very much like to observe this match, if that's alright. Oh, totally fine by me. Sounds fun, right? And yes, yes. And yes, yes. Thank you kindly. Yeah, there should be a gag Pokemon, or a gag trainer in Pokemon where the battle starts and then they go, I forgot to heal. And then they don't send out any Pokemon. They send out a Pokemon and it's like fainted, it's already dead. That would be fun. But that's kind of, I mean, when I do casual playthroughs, that's me. I'm that trainer. So that like at Pokemon on like 5 HP, I'm like, wait, can't I heal? Do da da, do da do da do 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 do. I wish I could change the order of my Pokemon as well. I feel like I kind of got rushed into that. I don't want Kier to be at the front. Remember how it all works, right? Once you get badges from the gym, you throw down against the strongest Pokemon trainer around. Yes, you must face the Pokemon League, northwest of Magoza. Pokemon League is where trainers are reborn as champions, greater honor that they dream of, collecting 8 gym badges. In fact, challenge with the final examiner and you win, become a champion. Try getting into that champion mindset. Let's battle. Excuse me one moment. I believe NNES's Pokemon still may be a little fatigued. Thanks. Appreciate it. Sorry, got a little caught up in my battle hunger. Well, should be all in great shape now, thanks to La Primera. Okay, NNES, time to put our game face back on. Let's have a battle. Lycanroc. Wait, I caught one of those, but it looked different. Celeron. Oh no, horrible. There we go. Easy. Alright, what are you sending out? Goomy. Yeah, dog runs into a mountain, and then a magic fist just rises up and just... Alright, Goomy is just dragon type, I believe. Yeah, just clobbers it. I also like Goomy. I think the Goomy is a cool Pokemon. It's just like a cute little guy. Disarming Voice isn't very good though. Oh, it's good enough. Water Pulse. Nice try, mate. Cool. Alright, what do we got next? This is quite the easy battle, Nimona. Palmo. Electric type, right? I think so. I think this is the first one, the first electric type. Yeah, it is. Wait, what? Why is it not very effective? Is it also fighting type? That's worrying. It does look like it might be fighting type as well, given its stance. Okay, I think I'm gonna swap out because I don't want to risk that. Oh, very good. So I think it is fighting type. Alright, let's go Lawnmower then. It's a good chance to check out the new Lawnmower, the new and improved Lawnmower. Because watch, it's gonna do a fighting attack. Oh, it's gonna have egg all over its face. It's not gonna... Never mind. I was gonna say, oh, it won't affect Lawnmower. I don't know if we can change Terra type. We might be able to. We'll play rough. Cool. This thing looks like something straight. The ghost dog looks like something straight out of Dr. Seuss. Meowscarada. I think that's the starter, right? So why don't I do my starter? Unless it's like, you know, grass dark. That would be trouble, but... wow. You've seen this, Primary. Getting backed into a corner. It looks like it could be a dark type, because I haven't seen this full Evo. This kind of looks like a person. Oh yeah, right, terrestrialization. I forgot that's a thing that we do. I always forget that that's a thing that we do. Alright, you're grass type, so you're still gonna die, I think. Unless you move first and do like some kind of crazy dark type. Pulling out all the stops. I want to see you stand up to this. I don't know why they hold out the Pokeball. It's confusing because I always think they're gonna throw out like a second Pokemon. Flower trick. Oh, so it's like a performer is sort of her thing. Maybe they're all performers, because like theater, and then this guy's singing. I wonder what the duck is. Let's see. I mean, maybe it's dance. Wah. Cool. Good battle. And they all have little like there was that flower floating by the cat, and I have the little like almost fire bird that sits on my head. I wonder what that's all about. People are gonna say, pay more and more attention to you. Oh, I just know it. Alright, so when we're out of cutscene hell, that'll probably be the time that we're wrapping up. The way you're going, you better watch my back. You're gonna become a champion. Consider it an investment in your future. Terra Blast. Interesting. If the user has terrestrialized, it unleashes energy of its Terra type. This move inflicts damage using the attack or special. That's pretty interesting. I wonder. The move's type will change to the Terra type of Pokemon. What I did, yes. So it'd be interesting to have like a very like out of left field Terra type. You know, you're like a grass type, you throw out some grass moves, and all of a sudden you swap to like, you know, you're like an electric type, and you have that Terra. Or perhaps, no, that's perhaps she hopes you might truly rival her. I think it's mere hope. She has faith. No, I think it's no mere hope. At any rate, allow me to return to the gym where I found you. Okay, cool. Let's go heal up and then call it. Well, this is me beginning to wrap up the stream, but today was a good one, and I'll be back Monday. Because today is Friday, right? Doesn't feel like it. Feels weird. And I think that moving forward, we're gonna keep doing the Pokemon Nuzlocke, but we're gonna go back to sort of the more I don't know, original schedule that we kind of had, which was, you know, we skipped Munderground last week, but Munderground is going to be back on Monday, and then we're going to do Tipsy Tuesday, and then, you know, maybe like Wednesday and Friday we'll do Pokemon, and Thursday we'll do sort of like a curveball one. But yeah, let me do that. Yeah, no, today was a lot of fun. It's nice to feel, you know, like we're getting back into it. You know, with that day off and everything. So, yeah, good to have you guys all here. Thank you for sticking around. It's always fun to chat and to play and to just go kind of crazy with it, you know. Yeah, have a nice weekend, everyone. As always, I have been, and yes, and I love you all. Bye-bye.